Hi, hello, and welcome again, everybody, to another unscripted episode of Natural Juan. This time, I'm going to discuss with you my reaction to the ending of the anime series My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, as it is in Japanese. And like I said, this won't be scripted. This is just me discussing the ending and everything that was in it since its beginning and its end. And to be honest, well, I was really impressed. It was a great ending, if you ask me. It was a good end to a long and very well anticipated show. I could compare it to, say, the ending of Naruto, and, well, while I wasn't disappointed in Naruto, I would say that the only sad thing about that was I think it was supposed to be a little longer. I think the original creator of Naruto wanted it to go longer, but I think because of constraints and also fan demand, he had to end the manga, which also led to the ending of the show. My Hero Academia, however, feels like it was well planned from the very beginning up to the end there. And like some animes, an example I would point out to would be the first Full Metal Alchemist anime, which lasted for a couple of seasons, but the thing was, the creator, Hiromu Arakawa, she wasn't done with it yet. So they had to end the series early with. Well, it depends on you if you think the ending was good or bad, but um, well, it ended, and it wasn't the ending that the creator wanted, and worse yet, um, it kind of it was kind of derailed. It had its own story and everything. It was very different. I mean, parts of the story turned out to be very different from what the creator wanted. Now, as for My Hero Academia, it all really fell into place. That much I'll say, and that was why I was so impressed by it. Is that you know, it ended the way the original creator wanted it to end, and it tied up nearly all the loose ends. And not just that, the best part is it ended on a note wherein there's not just hope for the future, but our heroes will continue their journey. It's very much unlike other endings in animes. Again, I'll point out some. Like Naruto, well, he did become Hokage of the village, of the fire village. But then, since he's taken up a leadership role, he's not gonna go through the same things again. He's not gonna be, yeah, I mean, he's he's gonna be a politician pretty much, and that's why they started a sequel series for it. But you know that he's not the hero anymore. He's just a background character now. Unlike My Hero Academia, where Deku, you know for a fact that he's still gonna be adventuring since they got, well, I don't want to spoil everything, but well, you can see that by the ending they did provide him some sort of uh, something that he can use. So even if he's lost his powers, he can still adventure all he wants. And again, this is very different from the endings of other anime, wherein they just pretty much stop. One of my favorite anime is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. You saw that. You see it. I have a video of it actually. But the thing is, that ended on a bittersweet note, wherein the hero goes back to just being a nobody. Nobody in a strange land. But with My Hero Academia, Deku gets to continue living his dream as a hero, even if he's not exactly the same anymore. As for the rest, it tied up pretty well. I also like the fact that although they dealt with the main threat first, I mean they dealt with All for One first, who was defeated by Bakugo. Um, he comes back for a round two, and it's really reminiscent of a lot of video game bosses. Like, um, I don't know. I don't. I think I made a video of that. And I'm also a big fan of Marvel versus Capcom, and you get to fight Onslaught, one of the a major X-Men villain, and his fight takes two stages. Like, there'd be a stage wherein he's like this 8 foot tall monster, and then after you defeat that, he becomes even bigger, and he can't fit in the screen, and the best you can do is shoot stuff at him and hope that it hits him. And I like the part in My Hero Academia wherein it progresses. Like, they start with All for One and his basic form. Like, they fight him, and Bakugo fights him, and then Deku is fighting Shigaraki, supposed to be the vessel of All for One, and it's just the two. It's just the two of them, 1-on-1, and Deku beats him, and after that, there's a third stage wherein All for One, in an upgraded form, starts fighting them. In fact, now that you mention it, it's actually reminiscent of, again, Marvel vs. Capcom, but particularly the second game, wherein the villain, or the final boss, is a three-stage boss that you have to, fight until the end. And the best part is, what I will say, when My Hero Academia ended, the happy ending was a welcome ending. Like, well, I'll be honest, we all know that things aren't great right now, okay? There's a lot of stuff that's happening that's not for the good of anyone. Maybe a few people, but definitely not everyone. And the way that ended, the way My Hero Academia ended, it was a really welcome ending, in that, the heroes are there and life slows down. It's almost like, I don't know, people compare it to the 90s because they said the 90s were the best because, the Cold War ended and there was no threat of global nuclear annihilation anymore, and life would slow down. It feels somewhat similar to that. And yeah, I can only hope that, whatever's coming, we survive it the same way. And I don't know, the sad part is we don't even have heroes. We don't have superheroes to save us now. But I don't know, but that's it. That's my reaction. Goodbye.